Hello. I want to talk about Niall. You know, the guy who won Dancing with the Stars. One, two, three, four. There are many Christian groups who say that Niall is wrong and they can't stand him and he's a fornicator and he's awful and all that. So put religion aside. I just think it's really interesting because he's a human, so why are they treating him this way and bashing him? It's just so puzzling to me. So I want to explain a couple of things. The first being fundamental Christians and their basis and what they teach in church. So, is it a good thing or is it dangerous? There are kind of two perspectives on the fundamental Christians. The pastors in the fundamental Christian church struggle with deaf culture and the interactions, and they think that there should be a dramatic separation. They don't think that Christians should really have fun or really anything. They think that they should really be isolated and live their lives accordingly. Fundamental Christians in America have a strong isolation tendency, which is not healthy. So I just wanted to give you a warning and let you know that. So here's the second thing. There's an opinion that Niall was dangerous because he was talking about God. No. He's awesome and I have such respect for him. Anything that he says about God I think is great, and I really respect that. People who look up to him and think that he's great, it's not a preachy type of attitude that he has. So I want you to understand me that long ago, when Christianity started, it started as a Jewish faith, and then it spread throughout Egypt and other areas, Rome and other countries, and they started setting up many different temples and religious faiths, and they had idols. So when Christians started writing the Bible, it was kind of like a race and a struggle to see which Christian group ultimately would prevail in Egypt. And they were oppressing each other and fighting and putting each other down so that only one group could be the superior group. There was a lot of oppression going on, and it was just like a mob scene and a race to see who could be the superior group. There were a lot of people who died and a lot of groups who died in the wars trying to fight because of Christianity. So I just wanted to let you know that so that you could hopefully understand more about the dangers of Christianity and the Bible. Because it comes from a place of fighting and chaos and putting people down and stuff like that. So it's fine. A lot of Christianity is fine, but fundamental Christians can sometimes be a little dangerous. There are a lot of groups and a lot of interactions in the world, and Christianity groups separate that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about fundamentalist Christians. Not all of them. Think about the bigger picture and the deaf community and the culture and the identity and the signing that comes with that. Don't misunderstand me. I think Niall's great, and I think he can be a great role model for people to look up to, and I thank him for his activism and the support that he gives the deaf community and just his communication with the hearing world to try and get them to understand and be exposed to this type of thing. He lets, the hearing world know about the deaf community, and he teaches them signs along the way, and I think that's great. And he doesn't literally use his voice, but he doesn't show that as being oppressed either. He explains the difference. Niall was on Dancing with the Stars, and that experience, I think, was awesome. It really helped the hearing community realize that the deaf community can do anything that they can do. We're incredibly capable of doing everything. we just can't hear. So I'm not really concerned about Nile or the history. I think it's awesome, the deaf history that's associated with it, and now Nile is part of that because he's had such a huge impact on the deaf community and deaf culture recently.